Hello folks, I'm going to have a little tutorial about busking, tips on busking. So first thing I want to go over is what equipment should I have. Now I have for busking all cheap stuff because God forbid if someone attacks you, tries to rob you, mug you, whatever you want to call it, you're not going to be crying about it months later that you don't have, you're out all this money. So let's take the camera and take a little walk and I'll show you the little amp I have. This is a Pile. It's a karaoke amp. Now, good thing about karaoke amps is they're made for voice, not guitar. And what's better for harmonica? An amp for voice. Matter of fact, all the old school Chicago blues players, Little Walter, they played through little PA. They were tube driven, but they were little PA systems made for voice, not guitar. Stuff like the Masco and other ones like that. Those Gibson ones. They're PA systems, and that's what this is. This was made for karaoke, and it has Bluetooth, which you can play tracks through. And I use this on just about all my videos. I'm using this little unit right here. Yeah, so you get a little closer. We got the volume for the music there on the left and the mic volume on the right, and that's about where I put them. Also has an echo, which is really a delay and a reverb built into one, and it sounds great for harp. I'll just demo a little bit. You can see all my videos. This is the amp I'm using. I'm not using any distortion. Just has a clean channel. But the higher you turn this up, the more distortion you're going to get out of it. And the mics I'm using are cheap as well. This is the mic that came with it. It's stuffed in a spice bottle, so you can get a better grip on it. Cheap as cheap it can be. It came with the amp, so I also use a little Shure tape recorder mic, which also drives this, breaks up nice and has good distortion. We'll just demo it here a little bit. Put the camera down, you can hear it. Yep, sounds really good. Now I will get the Bluetooth going, and you can hear it. I'll play a little bit with a backing track. Like I said, this is all my videos on YouTube. This is what I'm using, so probably don't have to do this, but just to show you guys. I keep a list called Watch Later, and this has all my backing tracks in it. We get a little shuffle going in G, and to get this Bluetooth to work, there you go, coming through now. Get a little shuffle going in G. Unfortunately, I'm out here on the porch with better lighting on, but the Wi-Fi is not the greatest. Hopefully we get it going here. Alright, so while I'm waiting for that to come up, we can talk about some other things. So I'm waiting on that for the Wi-Fi to connect. We can talk about paying taxes or making money. Now, if I was making money, I put a little case out. I put a few coins in it. You want to put like dimes, nickels, and pennies in there because people think that's pathetic, and hopefully they'll feel guilty and throw some money in there. I also have a little QR code that has a Venmo payment on it. My band handles that. So if people don't have money on them, a lot of people don't have money on them nowadays, you can just they can just scan it with their phone and do a direct payment, and people do that. They do it. Yep. All right, so I got the backing track going now. Let's see if we can get it going. To give you an idea what this sounds like. You get the idea. Like I said, all my videos, I'm using that amp, and it sounds, you know, decent enough to play out on the street. Now, as far as playing out on the street goes, let's talk about the legalities of it. Some places, some jurisdictions, it's considered panhandling. So you want to be aware of that. I would check with your, you know, the local law enforcement. You know, just get an idea. Hey, is it cool to do this? You know, just check in with them. No, not a big deal. And if you're out somewhere and someone gives you a hard time, like a business owner or, you know, a Karen, as they like to call them nowadays, just move on. I mean, it's not worth. There's plenty of other places you can play at. So if someone gives you a hard time, just move on. Most of the experience I've had, you know, go out and play somewhere, I mean, it's been positive. I was out in St. Louis at the Spa convention. I was playing at it's like a Panera Bread across the street. It's called something else, though. I think it's the St. Louis Bread Company. I was playing out there, and I was making enough money to get my lunch, which was a good deal. And the manager came out, and I thought, oh, God, he's going to kick me out of here. Nope, did not kick me out of there. Matter of fact, he said he owned other restaurants, and he wanted me to play at them. I had to break the news to him, hey, I'm from out of town, but go into the Spa convention, ask around, I'm sure there's other players in there that would love to go play somewhere. Just ask them. So that's a positive experience, and that's what mostly I get. I mean, probably been kicked out of a few places where I wasn't supposed to be. You had to have a permit. I think that was inside the subway station, you needed a permit, I guess, in Boston. Not really sure of the 100% of the rules on that, but whatever. If someone tells you to move on, move on. Just play, you know, just, I want to say play dumb, but say, oh, I didn't know, and move on. Usually, you just get to leave and go somewhere else. Not a big deal. I've been staying out of the city because there's been, unfortunately, there's been some attacks. Most notably, a guy called Keytop Bear dresses up like a bear in a bear suit and plays you know, a keyboard that looks like a guitar. And he was attacked for no reason whatsoever. I don't even think they robbed him. They just beat him up, put him in the hospital. So I've been staying out of the city, and you know, my understanding is a lot of the cities, you might want to avoid that. I actually did some busking on Bourbon Street in New Orleans with no amp and everything, just by harmonicas. I was traveling and didn't bring any equipment except one harmonica. And I was busking out there. Someone did walk by and say, hey, I don't know if you know this, you can't do that without a permit or something like that. So I, you know, stayed for about another half an hour and left. I didn't make any money. I'm not so good without a backing track. If you want to learn how to do it good without a backing track, I'm going to put a link in the description. Jason Ritchie has a great video about playing by yourself, just a harmonica, nothing else. Probably a harmonica and a hat to put your money in. That's it. Yeah, and you can go out and have some fun, make some money. You can make some good money on a good day. Should you pay taxes? That's up to you. I'm not going to tell you what to do. I think you should probably pay your taxes. Yeah. Just be aware that the IRS has hired 87,000 IRS agents. That's all I'm going to say about that. I'm not getting into politics or anything like that. But I'm just telling you, if you're making real good money, you may want to report that. Yeah. Okay, so that's all I got to say about that. Like I said, be careful. I mean, regardless if you want to believe it or not, if you're out there with some equipment and some money, you're a target. You can live your life through rose-colored glasses. That's fine. More power to you. But I'm just telling you, shit happens. Okay? Just be aware of that. All right, that's all I got about busking. If anybody else has had busking experience who wants to put comments, suggestions, please feel free to do that. I'm not an expert on anything. So if anybody wants to add to what I had to say or rebuke me for what I said or whatever, please put it in the comments. I don't have a problem with that. Any other suggestions on equipment? I like to keep it cheap. And I know some people have their guitar and a PA system that costs $1,000, and yeah, they do it that way. I don't want to lug that stuff around, and I feel like I'm going to get killed if I have that. So, but that's up to you. It's all about freedom, baby, and that's what I believe in. So, all right, that's all I got for you guys. I hope you got something out of this. You can go out there and make some money, have some fun. All right, peace out, everybody.